My beloved ones, once again, I do desire to meet you on YouTube. My name is Algimantas, and I'm hailing from Lithuania, which is a small country with a population of a little bit over 3 million, or even under 3 million, in Eastern Europe at the Baltic Sea. And I'm right now in Vilnius, where I have been living for over 40 years, and this is the capital city of Lithuania. Very beautiful, the so-called Baroque city, a gem of Baroque. But I'm going to talk about friendship and brotherhood, because now people do not understand what is brotherhood, as there is no such a phenomenon as real brotherhood on the humanity scale. Therefore, we quite often speak about friendship, or sometimes about fellowship. But in general, we apply our own standards, even as regards friendship. Therefore, I do desire to expand your outlook and context about brotherhood. But I will deal a little bit with friendship as well. By friendship, we understand that we have friends of both genders, of both sexes, even though some claim that there cannot be friendship between the opposite sexes, between the opposite genders. That should necessarily lead to some intimate relationships, or even to a family relationship. But in general, friendship is a very close relationship between even the same gender, or between two opposite genders, based on mutual trust. When you can trust this person and you do not feel some discomfort, you do not feel distrust in this person, therefore you can speak out openly with such a person, and you feel inner attraction to the person because he understands you. He understands you much more than even your family members, biological family members. That's why you can feel at ease with your friends. And quite often friends might be insincere in some episodes. You might get offended by their some response, say to your remarks, or even to your actions. Or on their part, they might perform a certain deed against you that might offend you. Then your friendship is undergoing certain challenges, and you are trying just to figure out what's happened, why you feel some soaring emotion within. Or if you have experienced some misdemeanor against your friend, you have some sort of remorse. You feel that you have done something wrong. But your ambition, your selfish ego does not allow you to approach your friend. You in a way, feel too much reserved even in your friendship. Your sincerity has blown up. You do not behave as your true self. So it's just natural that friendships might undergo certain challenges, and they also like a test. What are you up to in your friendship relationships? And quite many people even lack this sort of relationships with their friends. They might have a certain, well, like attraction to the person, but once they do not receive a sincere response permanently on this friend, on the part of this friend, so friendship might acquire some coolness, some shade of alienation. And the person who feels attraction to his or her friend feels some discomfort to keep this relationship on, to carry on with the friendship. And he feels sometimes, in a way, offended by such coolness on the part of his friend. And what is even worse, sometimes they might be betrayed by a friend. This is the most pitiful and bitter challenge to human mind. And quite often, friendship might break down and they might vanish altogether. Therefore, friendship must be based on mutual trust. If there is no mutual trust, well, it might gradually fade away and your relationship might, well, acquire new forms, or you might even discontinue this relationship with the former friend altogether. But there is another phenomenon which is real and which is much, much deeper than friendship. This is brotherhood. It can be experienced in a loving family. I mean, earthly families. If there are loving brothers and sisters within family, of course, they feel this sort of brotherhood. But here I mean even a bigger and deeper feeling of true love, of Creator's love. Once we discover Creator within, we begin to feel that Creator is our Father and Mother. He is the source of all energy. All universe has come to life out of Creator's energy. All suns, stars, planets, they are transformed energy that has been sent by the force, by the power of Creator's love into space. It's a real evolutionary beginning of the whole of universe, of the whole of creation. That is Creator's, what people might consider the Big Bang, it's Creator's energy, and this is being passed by Creator out of the pressure of love, of His love, because He's also the source and center of love. And this pressure is real, that even Creator Himself cannot withhold it within. And therefore, He liberates, let loose His love into space to start evolutionary process under His own evolutionary plan to create suns, stars, because suns are stars. It's the same thing. Two synonym words, a sun or a star, it's the same. So evolutionary planets like ours originate out of the huge pressure of heat, which is spitting out enormous masses of burning energy in the form of that enormous heat. Because in the center of the sun, the temperature is 20 million degrees according to Fahrenheit scale. Just imagine 20 million degrees of heat, and it's enormous pressure that is being generated by this sort of heat. So this burning matter is being spit out into space, and part of the mass is being attracted backwards into the sun by the huge mass attraction. But nonetheless, parts of cooling masses manage to run away from the sun, from the star. And little by little, they begin to cool down and even attract other aggregations of matter that had left the sun before this, prior to this, huge piece of burning mass in space. So this is the evolutionary process, one of the methods to generate evolutionary planets to host life. And this is the way our planet has come into origin, into existence. And according to the same evolutionary plan designed, set up by Creator Himself, we must experience brotherhood on the massive scale of the mankind. When we discover Creator within, we begin to feel and to know, to experience that He is our Father and Mother. And it is just natural. Once He's our parents, once He is within, we have the feeling that all people are our brethren. We do feel Creator's love within. We do experience this true feeling of love. And we simply cannot withhold it, like Creator failed to withhold His love and started this huge, powerful evolutionary process. Likewise, we also pour out Creator's love we are experiencing upon our brethren. no matter where they might inhabit this planet, where, in what continent, in what race, in what nation. This is just Creator's desire that we should love all people. We should love all our brethren. So this is the brotherhood that Jesus spoke about 2,000 years ago when he brought in his gospel. That is a very short assertion. The fatherhood of God and brotherhood of man. But how much meaning is put into this short assertion? It is the depth, it's the cosmic insight in this short assertion, in this gospel of Jesus, that we have our father and mother who is real and who lives within each of us. So many years ago, when I started just walking along the living spiritual path, when I started just presenting my teachings to my brethren, I expanded this gospel up to the level of the whole of creation, that not only men, but also spirits and souls are our brethren throughout the whole of the universe, throughout the whole of creation. Therefore, they are our brethren. In this planet, we just start the very initial stage, or our pace in our journey to paradise, which is the very center, geographic center of the whole of creation. So within this small span of time we spend on this planet, we see only mortals as our brethren. But it is not enough for our cosmic insight. Once we discover Creator within, we begin to feel, to know that we have a mighty family which is enormous in size, in space, and which is unlimited. It might be, and it is being expanded, and it shall be expanded in eternity. So these are our brethren. Once we are resurrected, we shall experience our brotherhood relationship on a much higher level, with a different orders of personalities. Our vision scope shall be improved and broadened so that we would be able to see angels, including our guardian angels, seraphim. They are performing, even currently, a huge task to protect us and to model different circumstances for us on this life, in this life and on this planet. And they are our brethren. Therefore, we might establish a living communication with our seraphim guardians, and we shall receive a certain response from them. It depends upon our spiritual level, spiritual cosmic insight, on our openness to Creator Himself. And greatly depends upon our faith. The deeper is our faith, the more inquisitive is our mind, and the deeper is our cosmic insight, so that we can establish a living relationship with Seraphim. And they do keep, from time to time, correspondence or communication with my Seraphim, even though it is very seldom, because I mostly communicate with Creator Himself. Therefore, I receive revelations. And these revelations are being passed by my father and mother, by your father and mother, every day, because I keep relationship with the Creator every day. And quite many revelations I've recorded, and this is printed in books. Unfortunately for you, it's available only one book I managed to translate into English. That is Jesus Christ's Revelation book, I Speak to You Again. But some of the revelations I also receive in English. So they are posted on our website, urantia.lt. If you address my teachings, you shall expand your outlook, and you shall understand that brotherhood is the most cherishable phenomenon that has been bestowed by our parents, by Creator Himself, the Paradise Trinity, I Am, by these four personalities. And brotherhood has been bestowed upon the whole of creation family, upon all their children. Therefore, we shall be experiencing brotherhood on a growing scale, and within eternity. It shall never end. While at the beginning I was telling you that friendship might fade away, might be broken down, while brotherhood shall never be broken down. It shall never fade. It'll increase in its power, increase in Creator's love, and we shall be trained to cooperate with ever-growing numbers of different orders of personalities, of different hierarchy status of our brethren. Just imagine, while traveling from one world to another, while changing our outer vehicle, that is, keeping our personality, our spiritual personality within, we shall be dealing with different brethren. And the brotherhood phenomenon we shall cherish as one of the most valuable experiences bestowed upon us by our parents. And we shall realize that creation is based on Creator's love, and this love is being applied in action within brotherhood, because it has been designed by Creator, by our parents, that it should go on like this. It should be carried out in reality, in this sort of brotherhood manifestation. Because without brotherhood cannot exist the family of Creator. Because all His children are brothers and sisters among them. They are brethren. They are children of the same father and mother. Therefore, my desire that you should open up by your simple conversation with Creator, with our Father and Mother, what is oppressing you, what is giving you pleasure and joy, just open up and pour out all these thoughts and ideas to your Father in a very simple language, in your everyday words, assertions, but address Creator Himself, your Father and Mother, and pour out yourself, and you will begin to feel peace within. And the moment shall arrive when you discover Creator within and begin to feel His love, and you shall come to your understanding that every person on this planet is your brother or sister. So brotherhood arrives within your personality as your reality. Therefore, I do desire that you should experience this sort of a real phenomenon that has been set up for us by our parents, so that we should use this brotherhood for our own growth, or rather for our own personality manifestation, and disclosing our personality by ever-growing identity of our personality. Identity is changing. Personality is a constant ourself. It is changeless. And it is personality who is aware of brotherhood. And personality is happy about being in brotherhood. Therefore, I do desire that you would begin to first ponder upon my words and then follow my advice. Just address your thoughts to Creator as a personality, and you shall come to your inner and outer evidence. My words are truth.